So you had two juveniles and one 17-year-old was going around neighborhoods spraying the letters KKK on people's vehicles. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Up Saturday morning to find his daughter's car vandalized.
The door was open is what first caught my eye, and then I noticed that there was some writing on the side.
The racist word was spray painted on in black letters. Bland says it wasn't the first time they'd experienced vandalism at their home in East Arlington. This time, though, he had cameras that captured at least two people running away from his driveway and getting into a white van.
Really kind of made me angry, and then I got right out and started cleaning it.
He turned the video over to police and feared his family might have been targeted until he learned they weren't the only ones.
We determined a total of 17 vehicles were tagged. All of the offenses took place within a few miles of each other.
Arlington police had a press conference about its investigation into the crime spree. They've dedicated additional resources to the cases, hoping to catch the people responsible for the racist and obscene words and images impacting its South and East neighborhoods.
This type of activity and the phrases spray painted on the vehicles have no place in our city.
Just yards away from Bland's house, his neighbor discovered her SUV spray painted in black as well. Like Bland, she shared this surveillance footage of what appears to be the same white van stopping in front of her house. Her sons got to work scrubbing the vehicle, unable to remove a portion of the word.
Now, remember I told you that it is a culture for them to do this? I mean, you don't really see the Klan out in the street like that. I'm not saying the Klan don't exist. Oh, yeah, they do exist. But they're not marching down the street and doing midnight rides and none of that, but yet you're spraying on people's cars those letters, right? Once again, obsessed with black folk, obsessed with hatred. That's just bottom line. That is the culture. It is the culture of white supremacy. That's what they give out to the world, is anti-black hatred. Now, they've done this, yes, to other white people, too. Yes, they did. But who's to say that, you know, how they feel, well, we live in a mixed area, oh, you just as bad as the black people are. You should be living in an all-white area. You know how they feel, and yet they're young. Now, they were arrested. They were charged definitely with criminal mischief. They were talking about enhancing the charges, but they were not charged with a hate crime. Why is that? Now, the people that had like the brother that had it sprayed on their vehicle, he should make a report with the FBI on this, because anytime something's a hate crime, you need to report it to the local police and you report it to the FBI. Because you're reporting hate crimes, they got to investigate it. That's the way it works. And the problem with a lot of black people is that we don't report things to the FBI. Like you make a police report locally, you make a police report federally. That's what you do. So if the local is dragging, well, the feds are involved, you know, so and the feds have unlimited resources, trust me on that. So, you know, definitely the people that dealt with this, you know, it's horrible, you know. And then they cowards. They go in the middle of the night and do this to people's vehicles. Boy, sicko.